Part 1. Arrival. There is a small village hidden between green hills. The streets are made of cobblestones warmed by the sun. The houses smell faintly of lavender and rain. Time feels slower here, like the village itself is gently breathing. Part 2. A place without clocks. In this place there are no clocks, no one is in a hurry. Even the wind moves gently. People here take their time as if every step matters. Part 3. A quiet traveler. A traveler arrives at dusk. His name is Milo. He carries a soft canvas bag and a quiet smile. He isn't lost. He isn't searching. He's just here. Part 4. The wooden bench. Milo sits on a bench by the path. The wood is warm from the sun. The breeze carries the scent of flowers and something baked. Somewhere far off, a bird sings once, then goes quiet. Part 5. A candle flickers. A candle glows in a nearby window. Its flame is small, steady, peaceful. Milo watches it dance. The light doesn't ask anything of him. It simply shines. Part 6. The sound of wind chimes. As dusk settles, Milo hears distant wind chimes. They sway gently on a porch nearby, their glass tones soft and slow. Each chime floats through the air like a lazy breath. The sound doesn't call attention, it simply exists. Milo listens, eyes closed, letting the tones drift through him. They seem to slow his heartbeat, matching the rhythm of the village. Part 7. A passing cat. A black cat strolls across the stone path. Its steps are silent, its fur glossy, its tail like a ribbon in the wind. The cat pays Milo no attention. It pauses beside a flower bed, blinks once, then moves on. It walks as if it owns the world yet needs nothing from it. Milo watches until it disappears into the tall grass. Part 8. The tea shop with no name. Just behind a curtain of vines, there's a tea shop with no name. Its door stands slightly open, letting warm light spill onto the path. Inside, the air smells of chamomile, cinnamon, and dried herbs. A woman behind the counter says nothing but smiles kindly. She pours tea without being asked, as if she already knows. Part 9. Tea that tastes like quiet. Milo sits at a small table near a circular window. Outside, the sky turns soft with twilight. He holds a clay cup with both hands. The tea is warm, sweet, and tastes like honey stirred into silence. There is no music, no chatter, only breath and stillness. He sips slowly, letting the quiet settle inside him. Part 10. The inn without a key. At the edge of the village, Milo finds an inn. No name, no sign, no one waiting. The door creaks open on its own. Inside, warm lamplight glows along the hallway. A room stands open. A bed neatly made. No key on the door, no locks, just trust. The kind that only quiet places can offer. Part 11. The room with the round window. The room is simple and perfect. Wooden beams overhead. A thick quilt folded on the bed. A round window frames a slice of star-filled sky. A candle flickers on the nightstand, casting shadows that dance slowly. Milo places his bag on the floor, then sits at the window watching the stars blink. Part 12. The night sounds. Night in the village is soft. A single owl calls once from the trees. Crickets begin their slow rhythm. Somewhere far away, water flows gently. A stream or fountain, maybe both. Milo lies on the bed, letting the night sounds surround him like a blanket. Part 13. A dream beginning. He doesn't remember falling asleep, only that one moment he's watching the ceiling beams, and the next, he's floating above a quiet field in his dream. The sky is light purple. Clouds drift beneath his feet like fog on a lake. It's not strange, it just feels right. Part 14. Bridges in the sky. Milo walks across a bridge made of clouds. It's soft but holds his weight easily. Below him, mist stretches for miles. No noise, no danger. Just quiet, endless calm. A bird with glowing wings flies past. He watches it, then walks again, barefoot and unbothered. Part 15. Waking to stillness. Milo wakes slowly. The room hasn't changed. Soft, warm, peaceful. Outside, the first light of morning turns the sky to pale gold. His teacup is still by the window, but it's full again. He smiles. Someone, or something, is always watching gently here. Part 16. The morning path. Milo steps outside and the path is misty. Dew sparkles on every blade of grass. The air is cool and sweet. He walks slowly, the stones beneath his feet still warm from yesterday. No one speaks. Birds chirp quietly, like they too have just woken. Part 17. The library with no labels. Past the village square stands a library. It's old, wooden, and filled with sunlight. Books line every wall, thick, thin, colorful, plain, but none have titles. They open only when someone is ready to read them. Milo walks past the shelves. One book opens in his hand. Part 18. A page without words. The book's pages are filled with gentle drawings, trees, rivers, the same tea shop he visited. The pictures move slightly, like breathing ink. There are no words, but he understands. It's not meant to teach. It's meant to remind. Part 20. A day with no time. There is no schedule here. No bells or tasks or clocks. The village moves with the light, not the hour. If the sun takes its time rising, so does everyone else. Milo walks until he feels like sitting. He sits until he feels like walking. Part 21. The bakery that waits down. A small lane, a bakery rests beneath ivy-covered beams. No sign, no menu. But the smell of fresh bread drifts gently through the air. Inside, loaves sit quietly on wooden shelves. They aren't baked on a schedule, only when someone truly needs one. Milo doesn't speak. Still, the baker hands him a warm roll. Part 22. A meal without noise. Milo eats beneath a hanging vine. The bread is soft, filled with herbs and warmth. Each bite is slow, grounding. There's no chatter, no clinking silverware, no rush. Just the sound of leaves moving gently overhead. Somewhere nearby, a fountain trickles like laughter in a dream. Part 23. The hidden garden. Behind a crooked gate lies a garden few seem to visit. Wildflowers bloom between mossy stones. A wooden swing hangs from an old tree, barely swaying. Bees drift lazily from blossom to blossom. Milo walks the path slowly, letting the sun warm his shoulders. Part 24. A nap beneath the sky. In the garden, Milo finds a woven blanket. He lies down beneath the tree. Sunlight filters through the leaves, painting patterns on his face. Birdsong hums around him like a lullaby. He closes his eyes. Sleep returns easily, soft as breath on glass. Part 25. The sound of water. When he wakes, he follows a sound. Soft water rushing gently over stone. He finds a brook running past the edge of the village. Clear, cool, and steady. He sits beside it, watching small leaves drift past, carried by the current. The water doesn't ask where they're going, it just carries them. Part 26. The willow's shade. A willow tree leans over the stream, its long branches touching the water. They sway slowly, brushing the surface in gentle circles. Milo leans against the trunk. The bark is smooth, the ground soft. He watches the sunlight shimmer across the ripples, letting his thoughts float. Part 27. The silence that speaks. In this village, silence isn't empty. It's full of meaning, memory, and peace. Even the pauses between wind and bird call feel purposeful. Milo doesn't miss noise. He doesn't think of his phone. He doesn't think of time, just the moment, quiet and complete. Part 28. A bridge with no name. A small wooden bridge crosses the brook. Its planks creak gently under Milo's steps. There's no plaque, no name. Just a path from one calm place to another. He pauses halfway across, leaning on the railing. The water flows beneath him. It always has and always will, and always. Part 29. The lantern maker. Near the center of the village, a man paints paper lanterns. He doesn't speak but nods kindly at Milo. Each lantern has swirls of gold, blue, and soft green. They hang in the window, gently glowing. Light not meant to brighten, just to soothe. Part 30. The gentle parade. At twilight, the villagers walk the paths carrying lanterns. There is no music, no speech, Just quiet footsteps, flickering light, and the breeze. Children carry stars. Elders carry moons. Everyone walks slowly, and Milo walks with them. Part 31. A village that breathes. This place is alive but not loud. It breathes like an old tree. Slow, steady, patient. Each leaf, stone, and candle knows its place. Milo feels held, though no arms surround him. Here, even stillness is full of welcome. Part 32. The candle by the window. Back in his room, the candle still burns. Its flame dances gently, just like before. Outside, stars gather like tiny islands of quiet. Milo sits by the round window again, sipping the last of his tea. He doesn't feel tired, just peaceful. Part 33. The second dream. Sleep finds him before he's ready, but this time the dream feels like a memory. He walks a path of stars, each step soft and sure. The sky above is endless. The space below is gentle. He walks toward nothing in particular, and that feels perfect. Part 34. A morning of mist. Milo wakes with the mist still low over the hills. The village is hushed, softer than ever. He walks without direction. Even his footsteps sound quiet. The world is wrapped in silver light. Each breath feels new. Part 35. A bench beside the well. He finds his favorite bench beside the well. The wood is smooth from years of resting people. He runs his hand along it. The stones around the well are damp with mourning. A bird lands nearby and fluffs its feathers, unbothered by him. Part 36. The bell. With no purpose above the well, a small bronze bell hangs. No one rings it. It simply hangs there, catching light. Sometimes the wind brushes it gently, and it sings one soft note. No message, no alarm. Just a sound to remind the world it's still turning. Part 37. Letters never sent. In the library, Milo finds a drawer full of unwritten letters. Each is blank, waiting. He takes one and writes nothing, just holds the paper. It still means something. Some messages don't need words. Part 38. The path out. There's a path leading away from the village. Milo sees it every day but never steps toward it. Not because he can't leave, but because this place has given him something better than movement. It has given him stillness. Part 39. The wind remembers. Some days the wind carries scents from long ago. Fresh bread, warm tea, even old laughter. The village remembers, not as facts or dates, but as feelings stored in walls, trees, and water. Part 40. Staying Milo no longer counts how long he stayed. Days don't pass here, they drift. He doesn't wait for anything. He simply is, and that's enough. Part 41. The slow clock. There's an old clock in the village square. It ticks, but the hands never move. People pass it without noticing. It's not broken, just resting. Somehow it still keeps perfect time, but only the time that matters here. Part 42. A blanket of air. The sky in the village feels closer than in other places, like a blanket tucked gently over the world. Clouds drift without shape. Birds fly with no destination. Milo lies on the grass, arms outstretched, breathing with the breeze. Part 43. The hidden bellflowers. Along a wall, Milo finds purple bellflowers swaying gently. They ring ever so slightly when the wind touches them. He crouches to listen, hearing tones no louder than a breath. They play no song, just presence. Music made for no one, yet perfect for him. Part 44. The painted rock. Beside the garden path lies a small painted stone, a sun on one side, a moon on the other. Someone placed it there long ago. Milo picks it up, feels its warmth, then places it back carefully. Some things are meant to be touched but not taken. Part 45. The window in the tree. An old tree near the brook has a round window carved into its trunk. It's just large enough to see through. Milo peers in and sees nothing but shifting light. Still, it feels like someone once lived there, or maybe still does. Part 46. A cup refilled one afternoon. Milo leaves his empty teacup on the inn's windowsill. He walks the village, then returns hours later. The cup is full again, warm, gently steaming. He doesn't question it. In this place, kindness appears without asking. Part 47, The Gentle Bell. At the edge of the brook, a stone bell hangs from an archway. There's no rope, no striker. Yet when Milo passes, it rings, once soft and round. The sound carries across the water, fading into silence. It feels like goodbye, though he hasn't left. Part 48, No Names Needed. No one here asks for names. They greet Milo with nods and soft smiles, not introductions. Everyone is known not by labels, but by presence. Who they are now is more important than who they were. Part 49, The Lantern's Return. One night, a child places a lantern on Milo's windowsill. Its paper sides glow with a soft green light. He leaves it there, watching it flicker until sleep takes him. In the morning, it's gone, but the light remains in his dreams. Part 50, The Final Tea. Milo returns to the tea shop. The same woman waits. She pours the same cup without a word. He drinks it slowly, knowing this may be the last. Not because he must go, but because peace doesn't need forever. Part 51, No End. The village has no beginning, no founding story, no recorded history, it simply is. Milo now feels the same. He no longer asks how long or what next. He exists like the village does, gently, completely. Part 52, The Softest Wind. On a hill beyond the bakery, the wind carries something sweeter than words. It moves around Milo, lifting his hair, wrapping his shoulders. It says nothing, but he understands. Sometimes goodbye is only a feeling. Part 53, The Door That Never Locked. He returns to the inn once more. The door is still open, the bed still made, the candle still burning. Nothing has changed. Or maybe everything has, quietly. Part 54, Breathing Light. He lies on the bed and stares at the ceiling. The light in the room seems to pulse with his breath. Inhale, glow. Exhale, dim. The room and Milo breathe together now. The air is warm, soft, full of trust. Part 55, The Soundless Goodbye. No one says goodbye in the village, not because they don't care, but because everything here continues, even in stillness. Milo closes his eyes and smiles. This isn't the end. It's just the next moment of quiet. Part 56, A New Dream. Milo dreams again. This time he's a bird gliding through blue clouds. No direction, just ease. He sees the village below, flickering lanterns, sleeping gardens, and the stream. He flies, and the dream carries him like air. Part 57, The Leaf That Waited. When he wakes, a single golden leaf rests on the windowsill. It wasn't there before. He picks it up and holds it gently. It's warm and slightly glowing. He places it in his pocket without knowing why. Some things are meant to stay with us. Part 58, The Village Breathes.